Hello, how you doing? It's Phil Thatch in very bright sunlight, and I am downtown in the Chattanooga Riverfront. You may be able to see the river behind me, and I'm here to photograph a concert series called Riverfront Nights, and a band called LVNDR, LVNDR, is playing tonight. I've photographed them before on the channel, and I'm really excited to be photographing them tonight. It's a local band, great local musicians here in Chattanooga. I had to get pretty far away from the stage, which is, see if I can get the stage is right over there somewhere. But I had to come over here, so the copyrighted music they were playing before the show didn't mess me up. But now they're about to start, so let's go make some pictures. I've got the R6 and the 24-70 and the 70-200 2.8s.
All right, let's dive right into it. There is Marcus White, also known as Killer Keys, and I made that photograph, and then I went up into the concrete bleachers that are made into the side of the hill, and I made a couple of shots of the entire band. Now, all of these photographs were made with my 70-200 f2.8 RF lens, and then I let my friend Tim Childers borrow it for just a minute. I insisted that he try it out because he said he was considering getting one, and I made this photograph of him with the 24-70, and it's the only photograph that I made with the 24-70. And then I switched back to using the lens in that photograph for all the rest of these photographs. There's Maria Jordania, and you can see that big paddle boat in the background of that shot. She's got a great smile, great singer, just a really excellent professional entertainer. And you know, it was interesting, there was bright light, but in the back of the stage you could still see the stage lights, which I thought was cool. The purple lights here behind Marcus White, I thought it was interesting that they showed up at all in the bright sunlight that was going on that day, although the sun was kind of behind the stage. And they had sort of a smoke machine going just a little bit, and you can see a little bit of that haziness in the background of this photograph, and possibly this one as well, as Maria was dancing in between her vocal parts. And here she is continuing to dance. You can see those purple lights again and the haziness. This is Dakari Kelly, a really great bass player, and he was in one of my videos not too long ago when I was doing street videography. You can see him and a dog walking across the street in a video that came out a little while back. This is Jared White tearing those drums up, Marcus's brother, and it's always great when those two play together because you know it's going to sound good if you have the White brothers playing in a band. And I think last time I photographed this band, they had a different bass player who was another great bass player, but it was cool with this bass player as well. And I thought that was neat that I went around to the side of the stage and the red lights kind of went well with Marcus's hat in this section of the evening as he's taking a solo on his little Moog synthesizer that he keeps over to the right. Now, the next photograph is of Heather. She shot the entire show, and I'll show you her pictures in a little bit, with the Z50 and my old 70-200 f2.8G VR2, but I shot all of my shots with my new 70-200. Thought that was a pretty cool picture right there of Dakari Kelly. And now we're back looking at Jared White again as he continues to tear it up on the drums. And by this time I had moved around to kind of the other side of the stage, looking over to the area where the musicians would be backlit. And this last shot here, or one of the last shots I have of mine, is of Marcus White, and you can see the smoke on the stage and it's backlit. And I kind of cropped this one a little bit more to show it to you a little bit more up close. And I think I'm going to do that with this next picture as well. This is another one where Marcus is very backlit and the sun is lighting the smoke in the air, and I cropped this one a little bit extra as well for the video. The kids in front of the stage really wanted to dance, and the band completely improvised this little dance number for the kids to dance around. I thought it was so cute.
Can you hop on one foot? I said hop, 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 hop. Hop on that one foot. Can you hop on the other one? Can you hop on the other one? Now wave your hand. Now wave your hand, but keep hopping.
try not to make too many video clips of the musicians when they're playing their shows, but I always like to record Jared White when he does the drum solo. How about that Jared White drum solo? That was super cool. And now let's take a look at the photographs that Heather made using the Nikon Z50, the FTZ adapter, and my old 70-200 f2.8G VR2. Now, I have probably photographed 100 concerts with that lens, but this is only about the second or third time Heather's had a chance to try it out, and I really think she enjoys using it, and these results that she gets with that lens are really good. And as we continue to look at the photos, there is Dakari Kelly as he plays his Fender jazz bass, and here's Maria Jordania singing. This is a backlit photograph, but she did a nice job exposing it to where you can see Maria, and it looks like she got Dakari to kind of look over at her as she was making this photograph. And now over on the other side of the stage, there's Marcus White playing his Moog synthesizer, and now he's playing, I'm not sure what sort of keyboard that is, but with his 3 different keyboards he was using, he could make all sorts of interesting sounds. You know, it's the last time we photographed Maria and her Lavender band, there was a guitarist, so Marcus wasn't doing all of the mid-range sound work, but this time he was on his own and really did a fine job. There didn't seem to be anything missing from the sound, even though there wasn't a guitarist this time. I really like these shots that Heather got of Jared White as he's playing. It's cool to get the sticks in the air, and look, this is a 1/1000th of a second shot, and there's still motion blur in those sticks because he was really kicking it. And this is cool. That's people on a pier in the background. It almost looks like palm trees in the background on this shot of Marcus as he is playing on the Moog synthesizer once again. And she got some nice shots of Maria smiling, which is always good. Maria is very photogenic. She models for one of my heroes of local photography, a person named Lauren Coakley Weatherford, and I actually have her signature on my camera bag. But look at Jared playing those drums and Maria singing and smiling and just enjoying her opportunity to perform at the Riverfront Nights concert series. That's a good shot as well there. And this is, I think this is the same trailer stage that they played on last time I photographed them, but it was a completely different location. Well, not completely different. It was 3 or 4 miles up the road. Look at this very last shot of Heather's, not this one, but the next one. Really cool shot of Dakari Kelly. Really nice. Got his eyes real good in the lights. So those are Heather's pictures.
That was really fun photographing that show. It was great to meet Tim Childers for the first time. I highly recommend you check out his YouTube channel. And look at this. Here I am down here, and this is a huge riverboat called the American Countess. It's paddle wheel propelled, and it is just really an amazing sight. It looks like it's 3 stories tall, and it's docked right here at Ross's Landing, and it's got hotel rooms in it, I believe, and I passed by a thing that said it was a theater, so that was really cool. And you know, I see these huge devices that you can dock a boat to, and I'm always wondering, what in the world do they need something that big? Well, this is the answer. This thing is absolutely huge and really kind of beautiful. So we're going to continue to walk down past it. Looks like there's a fine dining restaurant right here where people are having some dinner under chandeliers. And we'll continue down through here looking at it. It looks like we're still in front of the restaurant. Oh no, that says the theater there, so apparently they can show movies in this monster. But it's really beautiful, and it's great that it's docked here right at Ross's Landing in Chattanooga, Tennessee. Really, really big, really, really beautiful boat. It might be a ship. I'm not sure where the breakthrough point is, but we appreciate you watching. Have a great day. As always, we look forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye-bye.